I'm sure we've all had it, right? And it looks a little bit like this. Hi, Oliver. Really nice, but it's a little bit expensive. Can you give me a deal? What do you normally say back to that? Be truthful. You know, maybe you're pretty tempted to reduce the rate a little bit because you don't want to let this client slip through the net. So my goal of this video is to help you understand what to say and why to say it to clients like that. And I'm going to let you in on a bit of a strategy that helps people get excited to work with you at the rate that you set. Now, apparently this is part of the video where I've got to give you the whole social proof to let you know who I am, to give you credibility, but I've nearly made $1 million online in about 2 years. And I've helped people like Shana finally sell $5,000 packages. I've helped people like Harris finally get to $15,000 a month. You know, all this and all that, right? But it's important to let you know that this works. So, you know, all the fluff, credibility out the way, you can check out my Instagram. Let's just get into the juice. Now listen, comparison is a huge hurdle here. You comparing yourself to other freelancers within the space, but also your potential clients, you know, comparing you to other people too. Now, you know your own value. You know it better than most, but you've got to help the client understand your value in comparison to other people. So in order to get to that, you need to put yourself in the client's shoes, okay? Bit of a mind switch here. But first, say it with me. From now on, we're not gonna lower our prices, okay? Stick to it. Because here's the truth, right? When you lower your own prices, you're just cutting your own profits and you're cutting the potential for the future growth and the future opportunity, okay? But not only that, right? It's not only just a money game, you're cutting into your own confidence. And you're putting the message out there that your service isn't worth full price. And that's a dangerous game to play with yourself. So here's a smarter way you're gonna do it, right? And instead of having the whole conversation around the price, you're gonna switch the conversation to talk about value, which maybe you've probably heard before if you're on social media, you're doing all of this, but how does it actually work? And this will be a lesson that will stick with you forever, right? Because these conversations are gonna happen, but you need to know what to say. And then you can start to figure out how to stop these conversations happening and how to get clients that actually want to pay you for what you do. Become a magnet for the type of clients with the bigger budgets that you're looking for. Now, similar to what I've just done there, right? You're shifting the focus to the long-term benefits, not just the here and now. Yes, others can do it cheaper, but it's typically an in and out service. It might not last as long and it might harm them in the future. So you need to make it clear from the get-go that investing in yourself rather than someone else is not only going to save them a lot of frustration further down the line, but it's also going to have to, you know, stop them spending more money further down the line when they have to improve it again. So from now on, we're just going to frame things a little bit differently. So instead of discounting downwards, we're going to discount upwards. But effectively, instead of cutting into your own rate, we're going to offer bonuses on top of our current rate. So it might be that you offer a little bit more maintenance. It might be that you offer a bit of a plug and play pack that you've already pre-created before. Have a think about what you can do that you've already created before. That's not going to take you a lot of time input, but that's going to give the client a lot of value afterwards. So let's say your main package is $5,000. What we're not going to do is reduce that to $4,000. Instead, we're going to have a $5,000 package, but they also get X, X, and X. Okay, but what else can you do to get people to go for that package rather than somebody else? Now we're going to use a bit of psychology here. So instead of saying this is what I offer, we're going to start by reframing it and saying this is what my clients typically choose between, or this is what my clients typically purchase. And it's a powerful way of just giving that credibility and that social proof without it being direct. Okay, so it's similar to a whole best-selling option. People have confidence if they know other people have bought it before. So now you can see we're starting to build up this offer, you know, putting a little cherry on the top, but what more can we do? Now I want you to make sure you're showing examples of what you've done, but make sure they're relevant, okay? So if the company that you're talking to is a food and beverage company, make sure that all the examples that you share are all about food and beverage. They don't want to see technology, they want to see healthcare. But tap into what they're really after. Sell them what they want, but give them what they need. So you should be painting the picture that this is a process, this is an investment. You're holding their hand to take them from where they are to exactly where they want to be. You want to be a growth partner, right? It's a very cringy term that's floating around at the moment, but there's a bit of reasoning behind it, okay? So it's not just an in and out service, right? Here's this, here's that, you know, enjoy it, have fun. You're a partner that's going to give them a bit of advice. He's going to guide them. He's going to, you know, get them to the best possible solution. People pay a lot more money for that. But bear in mind, you've also got to be ready to walk away, okay? Nobody likes pushiness. Nobody likes overselling, right? You want to give them options, and then you want to sit back and say, this is what my clients typically choose between. Which one do you want to go for? Confidence in yourself. Right? They're going to see that. It's going to shine. It's going to make you look good. Because you've got to understand the clients that don't have much money, for them, this is a bit more risky, right? They're putting everything into you. So they're likely to micromanage you more. They're likely to be a little bit more nervous. They're likely to try and ask for a refund. You know, they'll squeeze you for everything that you've got and they'll be an ultimate pain to work with. And you know, even if you drop your rate, you do all the work, you sit back, they drop you a bad review, Who's the mug now? This is a lesson all of us have been through in our time. You probably do it again, but build on this, right? And get better. Because while you're here trying to put out fires from all these clients and these headaches that you've got right now, you're not opening yourself up to the opportunity of other people. So there's kind of scripts that you almost need to learn, right? Obviously every client is different, so a script is maybe not the right word, but more of a framework. Because you've got to zig while other people zag, okay? Now obviously I can't add all these scripts and frameworks and everything in here, so comment script below, right? And I'll send you what you need. It's gonna make your life a hell of a lot easier, but make sure you're subscribed and I will be checking. See you on the next one.